A night on the town turned into a night they'll never forget. 2 teachers were caught sans clothes in a Florida sex club. The Broward County School Board quickly suspended Kenneth Springer and Tanya White without pay. But after 2 weeks of public protest on the 2 teachers' behalf, earlier this week the school board met again, and it looks like the vote may have swung in favor of the swingers.
Teachers Kenneth Springer and Tanya White never imagined swinging would literally turn their lives upside down. But that is exactly what happened this past January when, according to police, the husband and wife were spotted having oral sex in Athena's Forum Swingers Club near Pompano Beach. The 2 high school teachers were busted and charged with lewd and lascivious behavior, touching off a firestorm within the Broward County School Board.
Anybody who deals with children has to be held to a higher standard.
Initially, the board suspended the couple without pay, citing violation of an unwritten teacher's code of ethics. But the decision sparked heated debate.
It did not happen in the classroom. It did not happen with a child. It did not happen on our properties.
I don't think people in this country want anything goes to be the mantra.
We all make mistakes, and some of you have lied. So let's give other people a chance too. Don't destroy their livelihood.
Earlier this week, the board softened, restoring the teachers with full pay, but the pair remains suspended from any contact with children until an administrative judge hears both cases. The couple, who have been together for 20 years, claims they thought the private club was legal, but their swinging days may now be over. In a letter to the school district's investigative chief, Springer wrote, "Curiosity caused me to make a poor decision. I am very embarrassed by the whole situation, and I am certain it will never happen again."
In addition to arresting the teachers and others, Athena's Forum was shut down because in Florida, not only is it a crime to engage in lewd behavior, it's also illegal to own a location in which such activity takes place. With us live from Fort Lauderdale, Alan Mostow. He's the owner of 2 swingers clubs, and from our New York studio, psychologist Lillian Glass. Hello to both of you.
Hello.
Alan, first to you. A lot of people don't know what swingers clubs even are. Could you, in TV acceptable terms, could you tell us what's a swingers club?
Yes, a swingers club is where couples and singles who are open-minded and uninhibited come into our facility, and if they want to, they can exchange partners with other consenting adults.
Well, bottom line, they all have sex with each other in view of each other. Am I right about that?
If they want.
If they want to. Lillian, calling it uninhibited is pretty much a euphemism, huh?
I would say. Again, the issue is with regard to children in terms of whether or not they should be involved in teaching children once again, and that is the key in question.
No, the question is when they're not teaching children and they punch out, let's say at 5 o'clock, their life should be their life.
Right, but according to the administrative code in the state of Florida, it states that a teacher who exhibits low moral turpitude be released from their position as a teacher. And this is the case in this situation, whether or not it's done on school property or not.
And I can accept that during school hours, but once they're out of the school, once they're off school property...
Well, wait a minute, Alan, I understand where you're coming from, that they punch the clock at school, then what they do in their own time is their business, but they were arrested. They were arrested for lewd behavior. Now, what if they were arrested for some other crime, burglary or child molestation or selling cocaine? That's an arrest. That bears upon their moral turpitude.
Have they been convicted of anything? Have they been
Not
convicted
yet.
of any? Okay, and when it was taken out of Broward County area and sent out of to another prosecutor who looked at the charges, they totally dropped them, feeling there was absolutely no merit to it.
But let's talk about it from the point of view of the children in the school. These teachers are virtually lost. They're going to be a laughing stock if they start teaching again. Children are going to make fun of them.
And whose
the
fault
concentration, it's not about fault, it's fact, it's data. And what's going to happen are parents are going to speak. So we've lost respect for these teachers in the school situation. We've lost respect. So as a result, in terms of them having a job teaching children, that remains questionable for the children's psychology and for accomplishing what needs to be done in the classroom classroom, which is to teach.
Yeah, but the point is, when they've taken the polls, the parents are supporting the teachers. The parents are sitting there saying that they should be allowed to teach, that they
Well,
shouldn't have been fired.
It's not about the polls, it's about what will happen.
Alan Mostow, let me ask you this. The male teacher that was arrested said he made a poor decision. He got curious, but isn't he a member at 2 swingers clubs? Did he make a poor decision and get curious on 2 occasions?
I don't think it was a poor decision. I
Well,
think
wait a minute. Is he a member at 2 swingers clubs?
I don't know.
Now, sir, you know darn well he's a member at one of your clubs, isn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, he could be.
And he was a member at Athena's Forum. 1 + 1 = 2. Sounds like a pattern. I'm not so excited about him teaching kids myself.
Would you be excited about a teacher who smokes and drinks, and your child sees him also?
Well, wait a minute. I
That's
believe
a little
you gave
different.
one of our
That's a little
bookers,
different.
hold on, a certain hypothetical about what images are best for children, and you mentioned 3 things. What were they?
There's, I mean, would you want your child to see a teacher smoking a cigarette and say, gee, that's acceptable? Would you want your child to see, you know, their teacher drinking 2 or 3 martinis? Is that acceptable? Or would you want your child to see maybe their teacher kissing their spouse?
Wait a minute. What about the picture you're leaving out, the picture of having sex in public? No, I would not want the kids to see that. Lillian,
You talk about
I'm on your
public, it's
side
not
on this one, but
great.
Alan Mostow, good luck to you, Lillian. I hope to
Thank
see you
you.
again on
You
another
will.
night.
Thank you.
Everyone, we've got to say good night. Thank you very much for watching Pros and Cons tonight. Have a great weekend, and from all of us here at Pros and Cons, good night, everyone.